Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coaching Corner. I am Jamila, aka the IEP Coach, and I am the founder of the IEP Coach LLC. We are an education company, and we specialize in providing professional development and coaching centered around special education to support special education teams, teachers, and paraprofessionals so they can thrive in their roles and so they can help their students achieve at their highest ability. All right, that's just a little bit about what we do at the IEP Coach. And we go live every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about all things special education. You guys know I love my Tuesdays because I love coming on here and just having a ball with you all and speaking with you all. As always, as you are coming in, please drop in the comments where you are tuning in from. And also share out this live. Tonight's topic, we will be focusing on how to keep your children engaged over the summertime while they are on summer break. So share this out with so many parents, teachers, because you have children as well. So share out this live. And as I'm telling you to share it out, I'm sharing it out as well. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend. I hope you're staying cool, staying hydrated. It's not as humid as it was in the previous week, but it's going to get hot again where I am. But yes, let's go ahead and share out the live. And after we finish the content, after we finish going through the content, we always have Q&A. All right, we always have Q&A. So if you have questions about our topic, or even if your questions is about something else regarding to special education, stay on because we'll answer the question live. All right. And we are going live on all of our platforms: Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and our YouTube page. All right. We are going live. All right. Let me share out this live. Okay, let me make sure we're going live on our Instagram page. All righty. All right. And just want to remind you all, I know some parents, you may be having some IEP meetings over the summer. Yes, it does happen. The evaluation list was long and your child's documentation got done over the summer. So we are going to share some tips, not tips, we're sharing a resource, with you. So this is our IEP cheat sheet. If you want to just refresh yourself about the different sections of the IEP, what goes in those sections, just to give yourself a quick refresher. This IEP cheat sheet is for you, and we're going to drop it in the comment section for you right now. Yes, it just dropped in the comment section. All right, now, if you want a little bit more in-depth information about the IEP, we have our IEP in a nutshell. We have our IEP in a nutshell on-demand workshop. So as soon as you register, you can watch it on demand. It goes a little deeper if you want to make sure that you are fully ready for your IEP meeting. And we're going to drop that link right now. Let's see. Here it is. It is the IEP in a nutshell. This is our most popular workshop, so we just made it on demand. All right, so we are dropping that link right now. All righty, and please remember to subscribe to our IEP Insider newsletter. This is our newsletter geared to our special education teachers and administrators, giving you actionable strategies that you can apply the very next day. Okay, so we want to make sure that not only are we speaking to special education teachers, because in order for special education teachers to do their jobs well, administration needs to have the strategies in order for them to do what they need to do well. Okay, so it's like a team, and administrators have to have the strategies in order to support the special education teacher. Okay, so we're going to drop that link right now. All right, and this is for the IEP Insider. We drop a new edition every week on Wednesdays. All right, so the IEP Insider, and this is our weekly newsletter. All right. Okay, so now we got all that out of the way. And now we're going to get into this content. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So it is the summer and your children are home. They are eating you out of house and home, some of you. They're playing video games. They're like they're just decompressing from the school year. But as parents, you're like, what? Listen, I don't want you sitting in front of the TV all summer. I don't want you just not doing nothing all summer or just playing around all summer. What can you do to keep your child's, brain just fresh on skills, etc.? So there's a couple things that you can do. All right. So what we're going to do tonight is just go through some of the skills that you can work on, and so it doesn't feel like school. It doesn't feel all schooly. It doesn't feel all stressful. It's low level. It's low lifts. Okay, it's stress free. So we're gonna do low stress learning ideas, activities that focus on executive functioning, because everybody needs to work on their executive functioning skills. And then how you can track those small wins, how you can track how you and your child can track how they are doing. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the phrase of tonight is life as learning. So we're going to just look at the things you could do on a daily basis and see how can we turn that into like a mini little lesson or an activity where my child can work on some skills. Okay, one of the easiest things you can do with your child is cooking. When I tell you, you're reading recipes, that focuses on literacy. You're measuring ingredients, that's math. You're sequencing steps, because with a recipe, it tells you what to do first, what to do second. That's executive functioning skills. All right. So cooking is one of the easiest things where you can hit 3 types of skills with your child, because they're reading, they're doing math because they're measuring the ingredients, and they have to do the steps in order, sequential order. That's executive functioning. Okay, so cooking together is one thing you can do. Another thing you can do, grocery shopping. You're budgeting. You can have your child create the list for you. And you guys can even say, well, you can even tell your child, well, listen, we got $100. What can we get with the $100? Your child has a tablet, computer, or use your phone. They can look up the prices on the grocery store website. You're comparing prices, locating items. Like when you get to the store, have your child help you locate the items. Functional math and problem solving skills right there, just by taking your child shopping with you, food shopping with you. Okay. Another thing that you can do that's low stress, running errands and going to outings. Because when you do that, when you run your errands and you go to an outing, you got to be there at a certain time. Or you may give yourself a certain amount of time to get your errands done. So that's time management. And then when you go to your outing, it's social interaction. So you're working on several skills. You're working on several skills. Okay. I got to see why this IG is not going, but we're going to keep it moving. All right. Another thing that you can do that is a low lift, you can do choice boards with your child. So you can let them pick 1 to 2 tasks that they find fun per week. You can make a game out of it. You can make a summer bangle for them. And it could be on the choice boards. It can include things that they have to do, included with things that they will want to do as fun. So they're choosing what it is they want to do. So this helps them to take some accountability for what it is that they are doing. All right. And another thing you can do is gamify it. All right. So let's say you having your child clean up, or you having your child, they could be cleaning up, or they could be helping you set the table or something. You can time them. And the whole thing is to beat the buzzer. If they beat the buzzer, they get a prize. Or hey, they might get the big piece of chicken at dinner time. All right. So you want to make it fun. You can make it fun by gamifying it for your child. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. All right. So let's just recap some of the low stress strategies. You can cook together because you're working on math skills, reading skills, and executive functioning skills. Grocery shopping, you're working on math skills, running errands and doing outings. That is time management and social skills that they're working on. Choice boards, you're helping them take ownership of what they're doing. You're giving them choice. And then you could gamify whatever you're doing because you're making it fun for them. Okay? You're making it fun. All right? So if it feels like a chore, they're not going to want to do it, and you're not going to want to make them do it. Like, you're tired. It's the summer break. All right? But if you keep it light, you keep it fun and adaptable to your capacity, to their capacity. Okay? And these are all things that you do already at home. Okay? All right. Cool. Now we're going to go into some executive functioning skills. So executive functioning skills, these are all skills that everyone possesses. So these are like our planning skills, problem solving skills, our ability to problem solve, to manage our time, to organize, to initiate a task and things like that. These are all executive functioning skills. We all possess them. Now, some of us struggle with our executive functioning skills more than others. And some children, it's not so much of a disability. Some children struggle with their executive functioning skills, which makes it hard and difficult for them in a content area or to perform well in school. Okay? How well we can focus, that's part of our executive functioning as well. Okay, so some executive functioning activities and activities that we can do over the summer with our children are, you can have them plan a mini event. You and don't even think too deep. They can plan out dinner. They can plan out dinner time, how dinner time should go. You may want to have lunch in the park or lunch in a particular area. Have them plan that, because it will require them to make a list of things that they will need, materials. If you have to buy anything, they have to budget the money. They're going to have to pack something. Let's say you're scheduling a lunch out in the park or something, and then they have to follow all their steps. If they're planning dinner time, they have to figure out, okay, well, what should we eat? What's going to be the menu? What are we going to do first, second, third? They're going to be putting things in sequential order. They're learning how to set a table, what utensils you need, what materials you need for dinner time. You can do something simple as that because you're working on so many executive functioning skills. Something else that can help with your child's executive functioning skills is having visual schedules and using timers. So having a visual schedule, meaning you have a picture to match the task that you want your child to complete. This helps children follow a schedule. And the teachers use these a lot in their classrooms. You can use it at home too. It doesn't have to be, school-like or just for homework or study time, you can do it in your household. Just have those visual pictures to go along with the schedule. Okay, so that way when they look at the schedule, it helps them also with their reading because they can match that picture with the word next to it and it can help them with their reading. Okay, so when they come in, they could see a broom. They know it's clean. They know that represents cleaning up. Or if they see, let's say they might see hands with soap on them. That's a signal for them to wash their hands. Okay. Also, you can use timers. You can use a physical timer, or we all have smartphones. Most of us, you can use the timer that is on your phone, and this can help your child with seeing how long it takes them to complete a task that you want them to do. And this also can help you see how long it takes your child to do a particular task. Because in your mind, you may say it only should take him 5 minutes, but in actuality, it may take him 10 minutes. Okay? Because they may still need the practice with the executive functioning skills it takes to complete that task. Okay? So you have to keep that in mind. All right? Some other skills that you can have your child do is to sort and organize. They can sort and organize the laundry. You can have them sort dark colors, sort light colors, sort the white clothes. These are all executive functioning skills. And you can have them work on all of these types of skills. These are executive functioning skills. You have to learn how to sort things. Okay? So those executive functioning skills. So sorting, organizing. You can have them organize their toys, categorize their toys. Like, okay, we're going to put all the games in one area. We're going to put all the stuffed animals in one area. We're going to put all of our Barbies in one area. So you teach them how to organize their toys and even categorize the toys. Like, these are all the superheroes. These are all the villains. You can have them categorize their toys. Okay? All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. If you got any questions, you can drop them in the comments. All right? Now, when another thing that you can do with your child is if you're going on a trip, let's say it could be an outing, or it could be, hey, you're spending a night out or you're spending a weekend somewhere. You can have your child, you can make a checklist for the things that they need to pack. Checklists are fantastic. Checklists are fantastic because you can have your child check off what they are doing as they're packing. They can check off everything that they need. And you can tell them as they get the item and they put it away, they can, I was about to say, excuse me, they can check it off the checklist. All right? So that is something else that you can have your child do. Working on using a checklist, they can help you pack. Let's say you're going to the pool. Here's a checklist for the pool. We need to have our bathing suits on. We need to make sure we have suntan lotion. We need to make sure we have our water shoes. We need to make sure we have a waterproof bag. We need to make sure, you can have the things that you need, and then you can have your child retrieve those items and check it off the checklist to make sure you guys have it. Okay? So let's just recap some of the executive functioning friendly things that you can do with your child. You can plan the mini event because this requires them to create a list. It requires them to look up the materials that they're going to need, how much those materials will cost, and follow through in order what needs to be done. Having visual schedules and timers. You can use the timer on your phone so they can see how long it takes them to complete the task. Also, you can make it a game. Beat the timer. This helps your child see how long it takes to do a task. It helps you as the parent see it as well. And having the visual schedules can help your child with organizing, with going through a routine. Okay? Have them sort and organize things. They can sort and organize their toys, categorize their toys. They can help you, or you can teach them how to sort and organize the laundry. Okay? They can sort and organize the recycling, plastic, glass, aluminum. You can teach them how to do that. These are all executive functioning skills. And then if you're packing for an outing, you can give them a checklist and have them make sure you have everything on that list. They can check it off as they go. All right. So these are all executive functioning skills that you can work on. Now, another thing that you can work on are your child's social skills. So these are some quick tips of things that you can do to help your child work on social skills. And when I tell you this first one, you're gonna be like, stop it. Board games, card games, any type of game. This really helps with social skills because you're playing with other people. You have to take turns, and it teaches you how to lose, how to behave, how to carry yourself if you lose, how to carry yourself when you win. When I was an emotional support teacher, a lot of my students who had group therapy, we did a lot of games. And I know some people might look at it like y'all playing. No, we literally teach them how to take turns, how to respect each other, how to have proper proximity to someone when you're sitting next to them and you're playing a game. How do you behave when you're winning? How to behave if you lose? You're learning social skills. Role playing. You can even do the games of what is it? Not categories. What is it? Charades. They gotta act out something. Role playing real life moments. So like ordering food, you can act that out, role play. How do you make a phone call? How do you ask for help? These are all things that's going to help them with their social skills. Okay? Having hangouts with their peers. It could be family members their age. Schedule meetups with them because this will help build their bond and also help with their social skills. All right? Because you're going to teach how to play, how to share things. And then another thing you can do is story circles, or you can do like shared journals where someone starts the story, the next person adds on to the story, or you write part of a story, then someone else adds on to that story. It helps to take someone else's perspective. All of these things help with their social skills. All right. And last but not least, how to track your wins. It doesn't have to, and you don't got to make it all school-like. It don't got to be schooly. Don't got to feel like it's a chore, like they're in school. You could do something called 3-2-1 weekly check-in. So they can talk about 3 things they did, 2 things they enjoyed, and then 1 thing they want to do next week. So 3-2-1. 3 things that they did that week, 2 things that they really enjoyed, and 1 thing they want to try the next week. That can just be a check-in. That can be something you do with your entire family. All right? You can do photo and video logs. They can take pictures of the things they did and show you, or they can record themselves and show you. Hey, if they're older, they can make a slideshow of their wins, of all the things that they've done and accomplished. You can do a sticker or bead jar. Some teachers do this in the classroom. Every activity you complete or chore you complete, you can put a sticker on a board, or you sticker in the jar, or you can put a bead in the jar. And that's how you keep track of. It's a visual representation, keeping track of what you've accomplished. Okay? Some people do those colored dots on like a calendar or like on a chart paper, do colored dots, and they can count the dots so they can see how much they've accomplished. Or you can do 1 sentence reflections. Today I learned. Today I tried. Something as simple as that. All right, so let's do a quick recap of things you can do with your children over the summer to keep them engaged. So first, these are some low stress activities you can do with your child because they're going to be working on so many different skills. Cooking, number 1. You're working on literacy, you're working on math, you're working on executive functioning skills because you're reading the recipe, you're measuring things, and you are doing things in sequential order. That's executive functioning skills. Grocery shopping, you're working the math skills because you are budgeting and you are comparing prices. And then also You're locating the items as well. Running the errands and doing the outings, that's helping them with time management because you have a certain amount of time to be out or a certain amount of time to run those errands. And then also you're working on social skills because you're out in a social environment. And then you can do choice boards with your children, have them choose what they want to do, and then gamify it, turn it into a game. Beat the buzzard. Beat hey, you was able to do something this week. Let's see if it takes you less time next week. Make it a game. If you do, you get this. You get to earn something. All right. Some executive functioning skills that you can work on that are executive functioning friendly activities you can do. Have them plan a mini event. They can plan dinner time. They can plan going to camp. They can plan having lunch out in the park. They have to tell you what they need. They have to budget the snacks. They got to create a list. You can do visual schedules, have timers. Visual schedules help with routine. Timers help them be mindful of how long they're taking to complete a task. Sorting and organizing. This helps with laundry. It's helping them to categorize things. They can categorize their toys, sort their toys. And then packing for an outing. Hey, families like to travel over the summer. You can give them a checklist and they can tell you everything. Make sure they have everything that they need in their suitcase or their duffel bag. And then things that you can do to work on your social skills, board and card games, role playing, having hangouts with your peers, family members, cousins. And then also doing story circles or shared journals. All right. And then some ways to check in with your children. You can do the 3-2-1 method where they tell you 3 things that they did, 2 things they enjoyed, and then 1 thing they want to do next week. You can do, they can take photos or do videos of things they completed. They can do, you can have the jar, you can do as they complete a task, you can put a cotton ball in there or you can put a bead in there. It helps them to visually see what they have done. You can do the colored dots on a chart so they can physically see all the things they are accomplishing. Or you can just do a simple one-liner check-in like, today I learned, today I tried. All right. So those are all the things, different things that you can do. They are low stress because you don't want to make this feel like school. It's summer break. Have fun. And they want to have fun too. All right. Do we have any questions? Hey, talk to me, Tan. Hey. Any questions? Because we were talking about keeping your student engaged over summer break without burnout, because you're not trying to make work for yourself too. Because you're like, listen, I'm enjoying my summer break as well. I'm not trying to really work. All right. Oh, so Talk to Me 10 said gamifying things. She loves to gamify things. I love making things a game. Children love that. And then also, I'm quick to tell a child, oh, make a list. What do we need? We going to the market. Oh, what we need? They get their pencil out. Hey, if your child struggles to write, have them write some and then have them take pictures of some of the things. They can take pictures of the things you need so that when they go to the market, they can remind you, Mom, we need this brand. We need this brand. All right. All right. Let's check to see if we got any questions. I don't think we do. All right. So cool. We don't have any questions. If questions come to you later, no worries. You can just send us a DM. We are very responsive. You can just send us a DM and we'll get back to you with your question. Okay, everybody, please and continue to enjoy the rest of your summer break. Us at the IEP Coach, we are here to support you. We will see you all next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so be safe and enjoy the rest of your break. Peace.